Stocks surging following some major news from the White House. The United States and China now have a temporary trade deal in place, lowering tariffs for at least 90 days. Stock market making major gains off that announcement. All three major indexes gaining over 2% in value since the opening bell today. The Nasdaq was the biggest winner, jumping over 4%. Tonight, our Sean Logging spoke to several local companies about how tariffs and the changing nature of these deals is impacting their business.
I think it's a move in the right direction, but it is also a correction against something that was of our own making, or at least.
Jamie Stegmeyer is the president of St. Louis board game company Stonemaier Games. Like many toy and game businesses, his company's products are manufactured in China, and he's been waiting on a change in tariffs.
All these products that we were storing or were planning to store in warehouses in China, we can now ship them to the U.S. The problem with that, though, now is that we are now going to we will now face really high freight shipping costs.
Monday, the United States agreed to drop the 145% tariffs to 30% for 90 days. But Jamie says the pause won't cover products' arrival in the United States that they're currently ordering for the holidays.
A few months after that 90-day reprieve, so we don't know how to plan for that time period either, other than what the president has said, that they won't be as high as 145%. But that could mean anything.
Jamie says the tariff factor just creates uncertainty, a sentiment Caranth Manufacturing in South St. Louis shares.
Every day is different.
Caranth makes parts and equipment for automotive services, the restaurant industry, and medical gas. The co-owner says while its customers are trying to avoid stocking up on inventory, Caranth is on raw materials like steel, which is limiting the impact they're seeing from tariffs.
I know right now what the cost is versus the future. I have no idea. And most of our material is domestically produced, but it includes foreign ingredients.
With the challenge of predicting the future, Jamie says it has him looking at where else to find customers.
I still want to focus on our customers in America and in the U.S., but there's a whole world out there.
In St. Louis, Sean Logging, First Alert 4.
Stegmeyer joined a lawsuit against the Trump administration challenging the use of tariffs. The suit argues tariffs are a power of Congress, not the executive branch.
A major